Life in the fast lane. Life in the fast lane. I don't know. Is that how it goes?
Something
Close
like
enough.
that.
Something like that, yeah.
Close enough.
What's up, dude? Matt's almost home.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody out in the internet land. We're helping Matt stay awake because here's the deal. We did that chat last night at my apartment where I'm sitting right now. And then about a half an hour later, maybe 45 minutes later, tops, Matt was in his car on the road leaving, right? And he has been driving ever since then. And mind you, before we did that chat, we woke up, we went out to get some chicken sandwiches, we went and saw like 6 different places. We went to like a bookstore, to REI, we went to a motorcycle shop, we went to 2 different music stores, we went to the Capitol in Denver and like walked around the Capitol. Like we did a whole lot of shit yesterday, dude.
I'm going 105 right now.
Doesn't surprise me. I told you.
You were right. Life in the fast lane.
Yep.
So this was before the chat even started, before anything happened at all. And then, then Matt got on the road after the chat. So you guys were there for the chat last night. 45 minutes later, tops, he's on the road. And he's been driving ever since. No sleep.
I've been up for like 28 hours at this point.
Yeah, like after you left, I tried to watch Batman last night. Like sparkly Batman, the new one. And I fell asleep halfway through the movie. And like I woke up for like 10 minutes and called you to make sure you were still alive. And then I went back to sleep and I slept for like 9 or 10 hours last night.
How many vape pens and cans of mustard have you gone?
Vape pens and what?
Monster.
Oh yeah. I don't think you drink energy drinks.
No, I don't. I've been drinking water. I've had 1 Dr. Pepper, which I haven't even finished yet.
Did you take that vitamin B?
No, I didn't even take it. I didn't feel like I needed it yet. So,
Well, it's too late now because like you're gonna want to sleep when you get home.
yep.
Well, shit, man.
You said you were hours from home?
Let's see
he
if
said
this-
it's like 2.5 hours now, I think, is what it is according to what he said.
Yeah, something like that. Let's see if this fucker's gonna move when I get up on his ass.
Get
Or if I'm gonna have to go around him.
Yeah, that Jeep got out of your way quick a while ago.
Let's take bets. I'm gonna vote. He's not gonna get out of the way.
No, he's
Yeah, Matt's gonna have to go around him.
Oh,
he got out of the way.
Last minute on that one.
that was
Yeah, it
me
looked like
judging
he
the Rav
slowed
4.
down just to get over.
I was judging that Rav 4. Sorry. Should have
65 miles from Corpus.
So is Ginger Firearms. Daniel says you should have at least added 88 to the name.
Yeah, I saw that. 88.
Yep. How do you guys like the new name, Mad Mark?
I like it.
But are you mad?
Usually.
Always.
Most of the time. Austin Roberts says, tell him to get top it out. Oh, he wants you to top it out. See how fast you go.
No, these roads are a little too bumpy for that. This thing will do probably if I completely open it up and take it off of eco mode, it'll probably do a little over 130.
I think that's about the top speed of the Rav 4. So I'm not
Daniel's
saying
comment.
that in the middle of Utah on a completely straight, completely flat road with no one ahead of me or behind me or coming the other way on the highway. I hit about 130 and it like maybe had like 5 or 10 more tops.
Yeah.
I think we need to run a poll. I think Daniel's comment is the best. You need to change your name to that.
Yeah.
Never Night Strikes Penis.
This one got out of the way. Fucking assholes from Tennessee driving in the fast lane. The fuck? The fuck out of here.
They're almost as bad as the Oklahoma drivers here.
Yeah, no shit. Dude, those motherfuckers were driving piss poor all fucking goddamn. Every time you saw a shitty driver in Denver, they had fucking Oklahoma plates.
Yeah, because they're used to driving without any people around. We're like,
Uh,
oh, people, I don't know what to do. Seriously, that's the way it is. Yeah, so you guys have any questions or anything? We're just trying to, stay here with Matt while he's driving a 19-hour drive or whatever it is from my house to his house. So, any questions that you have, we're just trying to keep him awake here. It's not really a plan for the chat.
During the middle of the night, how fast were you winding? So like,
goddamn little Jetta, get over, motherfucker.
Hey, Foos, you're breaking up real bad, dude.
it's the headset I'm using.
You break up like my ex. No one? Fine. I thought it was fun. World's longest drive for a booty call.
Yep.
The Tennessee drivers do the same thing as Alabama. You don't notice until Alabama drivers aren't so bad. Yeah.
So while he was there, did y'all end up doing the Alabama Hot Pocket?
No, we did the North Texas Hot Pocket that you showed us when we were in Tulsa.
Is that the one where you open a can of Strumming?
Yeah.
All right, get over, motherfucker. Jesus, dude.
Has anyone passed you for a while?
No.
One time I drove from here to LA, and I only got passed by one car the entire time.
The only time people are passing me is when I stop to get gas and then I catch up to them again.
Yep. Yeah, I usually only see them once, though. Twice, excuse me. Like, that's the max you usually see somebody. But sometimes you'll see them, 3, 4, 5 times because you just keep, getting gas and passing each other and shit. Eventually, it's like the road warrior friend of yours who's driving the same speed. And you're both going along, overtaking cars and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you had a partner for a while? Has there been any, speeding partners?
No. Everybody's too much of a pussy.
Dude, that always happens in Colorado. You get a nice speeding partner, you just let him go ahead of you a little bit, and then eventually, he'll slow down and you take over.
People are just getting out of my way. I like this.
That happened very often.
So we could listen to a little music to help Matt. We could watch the video of Matt dancing from the 80s. Or I guess this was early 90s. You ready? That's the wrong one. That's the Corey song.
That's the Corey song.
That's 80s, man. Come on.
I said 80s, 90s, whatever. It's that era.
Those are two different eras.
I feel like that music transcended.
No, that's specifically 80s music.
Yeah.
Right, but they were still listening to it in 1992.
Maybe.
Everybody was still listening to it.
Dude, we're still listening to it today.
Yeah.
That's true also. So it transcended, didn't it?
And people use it to meme others by getting them to click on the link. Rickrolling.
Click the link. Always gotta have a good Rickroll.
Yep, Rickrolling's the best.
A monk says Honda will pay $50 for pets and vets if you Rickroll the truck or fall into a ditch.
No.
I mean, shit, if you wreck the fuck out of your car or something, I would feel terrible right now, so don't do that shit.
Right?
And fuck you, a monk, for bringing that stuff up. That's bad buju. You put that on the chat. Scott says, how does Matt still have a license?
No one knows. No one knows.
Sir Stroman, how do you produce Sir Stroman? Says Bjorn.
Pronounce.
I don't care how you pronounce it.
You face fuck a fish and then can it
There
Yeah.
you go. Yeah.
and let it get putrid.
Daniel says he's gonna get a hell of a ticket.
Hey, Glass, I'm not sure about your question. It happens.
How many points do you have left on your license, Matt?
All of them.
MSB said MSB says, did he just pass the Dodge Challenger? He might
Yes,
have.
I did, because that Dodge
Might
Challenger's a fucking pussy.
Yeah, they're all scared to fucking just push the accelerator. To
Wait
the right,
till he
motherfucker.
turns his
Push.
lights. He put the lights on top of the roof, and he comes and pulls your ass over.
I don't know, when you're in
that fucking thing was maroon.
most parts of Colorado, like the cops don't really. If you're on a highway or somewhere that's higher speed and you're only going like 10 or 15 over, they don't give a fuck. If you're going like 25 over, then they start caring, because then it's like kind of dangerous, I guess, potentially.
MSB says that Daniel will have to catch him first. That's great.
Yeah, man. Stop putting
It's a
bad.
goddamn Chevy Bolt. The fuck is this little fucking piece of shit?
Is that a Chevy Bolt?
I don't know what. Some little fucking Chevy something or
Like a
other.
Bolt or a Malibu or something.
Yeah, I don't like those Malibus, dude. Every time like a friend of mine or someone I know has a Malibu, it lasts like 100,000 miles and it starts having so many fucking problems.
I'd rather have a Dodge Neon, honestly.
Like I don't want a car that has 100,000 mile life on it. You know what I mean? That's
Come on, motherfucker.
planning on.
Why are you? Thank you.
You're just planning on having like a big debt to pay in like 5-10 years again. Because how much is an cost?
Why is this motherfucker in the fast lane riding right next to this pickup truck?
In Colorado, we call that a Mexican roadblock.
There you go. Get the fuck out the way.
Scott Robert says, you really have to fuck up in order to get a speeding ticket in Texas. I was doing 90 on the same road Matt is on and was passed by a state trooper like I was standing still.
Yep.
Well, like certain parts of Denver, dude, like cops don't care about speeding. Cops don't care about not having a license plate. Cops don't give a shit about any of that because they got like actual big crime to deal with. And as long as you're just like driving, they don't care.
If you're just driving, minding your own business, they probably won't care if it's a call where like someone shoots someone or someone, stabs someone or something,
Worst speeding ticket I ever got. I was driving past Waco and I was doing like 90 in a 55 and I went through a construction zone and got fucking busted with that. But he dropped it down, I think, to like 85 or 88 or something to where it wasn't as bad. But it still ended up being $1,000 ticket.
Dude, I was driving my motorcycle. Like my second bike that I had some sort of an air leak problem with the air intake system, had a vacuum leak in it. Yeah. So I took it to a shop and had them look at it, and they ended up fixing it and like doing some shit to like jerry rig it for a bunch of money to fucking get the parts, right? And I was like, cool, got the bike back. I wanted to test it out. And the road behind my house was newly paved. So it was all like good fucking fresh pavement with like this nice sweeping turn. But the speed limit's 30. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna test the bike out and see how it does, see if it's running better. So I kind of rung it through first and then second gear. And by the time I saw the cop, I was like about to shift to third, but I was like, oh man. So I didn't. He caught me at 90 miles an hour. And it was the bike cop who pulled me over. So if you're on a motorcycle, like you don't want to run from the bike cop because that's the one cop who can probably catch up to you and has your license plate and stuff like that. You'll get caught anyway, right? So I just pulled over, thinking like maybe if I'm cool to him and I'm nice to him and I admit that I was wrong and I tell him what I was doing, he would maybe drop down the ticket. No. But he gave me every single mile an hour over the speed limit that he was going at the maximum that he saw me, and wrote the ticket and said like "fuck you" basically.
It's the moral of the story. Don't stop.
Well, I thought he'd be cool, dude. Like, you're on a bike, I'm on a bike.
They're
Yes,
never gonna be cool. Don't
I
ever.
said that I'm doing something stupid. Like, I admitted that I was wrong. You know, like, took ownership for it. Didn't fucking give you any kind of problems.
don't
Handled
care.
my shit right away. And you're still gonna be like that? Like, fuck you, dude. That's a fucking prick cop.
Well, he's a cop, so therefore he's a prick.
He's
Yeah,
automatically
that's a good
prick.
point. I've had nice cops though before.
Yeah, maybe.
No, I have. I've had nice cops who were just like, "Don't do that again." And, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know I couldn't do that. Maybe that's my white privilege.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
state trooper that pulled me over, he was actually really cool. That's why he bumped it down a little bit so it wasn't as bad. But I didn't have a current insurance card on me, which I had insurance, which made the ticket that much more expensive. And then, it adds points to your license. So I forget what it's called, but I had to take a class to drop down that stuff, which ended up costing me another $1,000 to get that ticket or that additional fees and stuff to go away, which I didn't have a license for like a year because it got suspended.
Jesus, you said the cop was nice.
Well, I mean, the ticket still fucked me though.
Right. A nice cop would be like, "This ticket's gonna fuck you. Get this taken care of. Good day to you." Not like, "Oh, I'm gonna be nice to you while I put my dick up your fucking crack."
But luckily, I had the money back then because I was working in the oil field. So
The what
bother
fields?
the oil field.
I don't know what that is.
Look it up. You'll learn.
OL. I'll look it up.
I know it's oil filled, but that's the way I say it. Plus, I like fucking with you.
See, and I like fucking with you. That's why I always bring it up. It's not that it bothers me that bad. It's that it's funny that you speak like that.
Mhm.
Not E Honda, more like El Honda. Yeah, dude, I've had cops totally fuck me though before too. Like, I've had both sides of it. I had my friend fucking unfuck us one time because we were like driving along, and everybody was smoking weed in the car. Like literally everybody was just like high as fuck in this car, and between the 5 people who were sitting in this 5-person car smoking weed, passing shit around while driving, because it was back in high school, dude. You couldn't go to like someone's house. You couldn't be like at someone's house smoking because their parents would fucking catch you and bust you. So the only way that we could hang out and do that was, turn 16, you have a car, right? So that's what you would do back then in Colorado. I don't know what you guys did, but that's what we did. And driving along and fucking, not realizing that the entire time we were driving, we were making big circles around the police station because it was in the middle of town. We were just kind of driving in circles in the middle of the town. And look in the rear view mirror, and there's 6 police cars with their lights on. All this, like they were all following us, and then all of a sudden they all turned their lights on at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, what is that? Oh, it's not one cop; it's 6 cops pulling us over. Like, we are fucked, completely royally fucked. We've been smoking weed. You can smell it. Everybody's got weed. Like, the driver's nervous as fuck. Like, yeah. So they end up pulling like the kid in the front seat out and searching him. Of course, he didn't have anything on him. And then the other dude was like, "You cannot search my vehicle without probable cause." And they had to let him go. I don't know why you couldn't smell the fucking weed. Like, obviously we were high as fuck and smell. I don't know, dude. He got us out of it, though.
I know a lot of cops use that just to
Just cause.
Like, I smell weed.
He's like, "That would be illegal search and seizure without my consent." Like, the dude was 16 years old back in like 1996, 97 saying this shit. That's
Yeah, you could
unheard
get
of.
away with that back then.
Unheard of back then.
Yeah.
But motherfucker knew the law.
Nowadays, they just say, "Oh, we have probable cause to search your vehicle." Hell, you don't.
Hey, you have $1,000 in your car. You're using that for drugs. Give it to me.
No.
Yeah, I still think it's bullshit that they can ask you to get out of your car for whatever fucking reason. Even if you looked at them cross-sided, they go, "Oh, get out of the car," and you have to. It's fucking bullshit. They use that too to their advantage to fuck with you.
Yeah, the shitty cops do, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's like a cop who's trying to be good. And if you catch a cop who's trying to be good on a good day, you'll get a fair dude. You know what I mean? Who's gonna like realize that you're just a kid, be like, dude, go home, or hey, dude, that's kind of dangerous what you're doing. Just so you know, I don't want to write you a ticket for it, but please slow down for the love of Christ. Like, okay, that's a good cop.
Yeah, I think those are extinct.
You're right. The bad cops end up running the fucking good cops off.
Right, and the ones that are good cops aren't.
Those are the guys that got defunded and decided, you know what, I'm going to quit or retire.
Mm-hmm.
Well, those are the guys who don't make their quotas and get fucking transferred or fired.
During all this fucking defund police bullshit, how many cops actually quit or retired?
A lot.
Nationwide.
A lot.
Let's see, how many cops quit their job? And that was 2021, huh? Or was that this year that you're thinking? We'll do both. 2021.
Yeah, I don't give a shit how many cops quit. They can go whine and cry to their fucking wives that they beat at home. Fuck them. Oh no, you mean people don't like me anymore? My qualified immunity doesn't mean shit? Yeah, fuck you. Get another job, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck.
This says in 2021, there were 2,400 officers who quit and 1,700 who were hired.
I think you're looking for 2020.
All right, let's do 2020. It still says 2021. This might be harder to find for some reason. Maybe because they don't want us to know the answer.
I don't know why they wouldn't.
It'd be Google, not they. You know what I mean? Like Google just fucking downrates that answer because it's something that, is kind of embarrasses the government. They've said, hey, we don't want people prominently finding this number.
Yeah, but I don't know why. That's what they want, right? That's what they're preaching. Oh, we had a bunch of cops go this year. You think they want to fucking brag about that number?
I mean, this is New York Police Department. That doesn't really tell us shit nationally.
Right. Where was it where they had like half or three-quarter of the police force just fucking leave during that?
Portland.
Wasn't?
I think so, because I think Yankee was talking about it, how they had to have police from different districts or whatever come over.
Mm-hmm.
And
So I think it actually happened in a couple of states where, certain areas where half the fucking police force or three-quarters just said, fuck you. You want to defund me? Fuck you. I'm done.
Hold on, I'm trying to find. How would you ask that? Like, police department disbanded? Police department what? Destroyed? No, you probably get a bunch of shit for that. Canceled? What's the word I'm looking for? No longer? I don't fucking know. You guys are no help at all, by the way. I think the word you're looking for is police department is gay. disbanded. What's the word? You guys know what I'm trying to say. And neither of you are speaking.
I know what you're trying to say. Fuck. I'm sitting here trying to think. You're talking about it. Just
Abolished.
Can I be a police abolitionist? Because fuck them. Seriously, at this point, every police force is so fucking corrupt and so much just a fucking rabid dog for the government. That's just like, oh, we the government wrote a whole bunch of new fucking laws. Here you go. Here's the stick. Go fetch, boy. And they'll do whatever the fuck they're told. I don't give a shit if every police force fucking shuts down at this point. I don't give a shit. Fuck them all. I say you fucking tear it down and start over, because goddamn. Is there a single police force you would trust right now?
Oh, fuck no. Hell no.
Yeah, like there might be some good cops, but law enforcement in general in this country is just a bunch of jackbooted thugs who do whatever the government tells them to fucking do.
Yep. Fucking tyrannical pieces of shit.
That's what
That's like, I still say Uvalde Police Department should fucking, everyone should be fired and arrested.
That's what the Nazis did. Is follow their orders and not question them. Do what they're told, they said, was their defense at Nuremberg, while many of them hung. Some of them didn't because they were too low level. Some of them didn't because there wasn't evidence directly against them for doing anything like Nazi shit. But several of them were fucking hung like a motherfucker because they did some Nazi shit in the name of doing what they were told. I mean, what do you have today? Civil asset forfeiture? That falls under the fucking rubric, doesn't it?
Yep.
That's what they did to Jewish people. Like, oh, you have this gold as we're like forcibly moving you. We're going to take all your shit that's worth money and give it to the state. Sorry. Had too much. Shouldn't have had it anyway. Don't tell Mark Malone about this, though. He thinks it's justified. Right. Johnny Smith says, why are you in such a rush to get home? You're like wanting to get pulled over. I think
I'm ready to not be on the road anymore.
How long has it been since you've seen a cop?
Seen one? I don't know, a couple hours.
Yeah, that's why. Because you're in the middle of fucking nowhere, and cops, sometimes they're out there. Like state patrols sit on these roads sometimes in Colorado. But the chances that you see them are pretty low usually.
Yeah, on a long stretch like that where there's nothing around, you rarely ever see cops, in my experience, especially in Texas.
Well, with all the defund the police shit, that's what you get is like less cops for things that are frivolous, like traffic enforcement when you have actual crimes going on.
Yeah. Like, have y'all ever seen that video of the woman that called police because her ex-boyfriend was trying to break into her home and he beat her ass and put her in the hospital like weeks before that? And the dispatcher basically says you're on your own. We don't have anyone to send your way. Asked her if she had a safe way to get out of the house. She said no because he's blocking the driveway. Asked her if she had a friend that could come over and help her. Like, Jesus Christ, man. The fucking police ain't even there to help you when you need them.
Calhoun says, oh, hi, Mad Mark. Oh, hi, Calhoun Republic.
Is it weird going by something else than E-Honda?
Dude says you get lots of hits after you get pulled over. That's what we're waiting for. It will be like never enough ammo, gets pulled over live on air.
Probably.
Don't do that. I'd rather not get the fucking 5 clicks that would give me or whatever. I guess if I like clipped it and cut it and fucking posted it and tagged it right and did all the things, people would like it. That's my problem with YouTube. I just don't have patience to do all that little shit. You know? But I guess you probably should. But how do you do that with live chats? You don't fucking do that with live chats. You just set up the live chat through fucking StreamYard and run it. Do you put any tags, like any automatic tags on your videos?
What?
Do you put any automatic tags on your videos that just show up? Do you tag your fucking live chats with anything, or do you just name it and run it?
I don't know.
Hey Honda, go to your Discord and look at Bjorn's new car, or Bjorn's car. It's pretty nice.
We're watching Matt right now. All right, fine, I'll look. Where is it?
In your Discord under Gay Frog.
God damn, dude, what are you loaded, Bjorn?
What?
Right?
Seriously. How do you have money? Are you just stealing people's pictures off the internet and saying, hey, that's my car? What it seems like. Hold on. Let's look at Bjorn's fucking pristine fucking car. Look at this thing, dude.
That's pretty damn nice, man. Ain't gonna lie, it's fucking nice.
Yeah, everything under that hood is brand fucking new.
Hell yeah. Fucking shit.
Oops.
Oh. Hello, Chevelles. He said, no, it's fine.
P. Miller says, Yankee yesterday wanted to block someone for asking about staggered Glock mags. You guys are way nicer.
Block him!
That is a beautiful car, man.
Yep, definitely.
I don't have money for anything like that. If I had that thing, I'd sell it and get like a badass motorcycle and like a brand new fucking car. But that's me. I'd rather have a cool motorcycle than a cool car. Cars for driving, you know, for me.
Hey Bjorn, what year is that? Is that a 68 or 69? Oh, he said 69.
Chevelle SS. Isn't that the car that fucking Fast and Furious dude drove? What's his name?
Dom?
Yeah. Didn't he have an SS?
In which fucking movie?
I don't know. One of them.
I think so. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen those movies, but the one I remember the most about him was that fucking Dodge Charger. That was a beast. How far you got, Matt?
I don't know. At least like 2.5 hours. 4 hours, 2.5, something like that.
That's not bad.
My brother-in-law used to have a like late 80s Porsche 911. And that thing was
Really?
fun. I drove it. I only drove it like twice, you know, and not very far either time. And it wasn't even that fast. Like you'd think it'd be like way faster than it is. It's not. I mean, especially those like late 80s ones. Like those were not quick by today's standards by all, not by any means. But yeah, dude, that thing was fun to fucking drive. You just felt the road, the rumble of the motor. Like it was pretty well balanced. So steering wise, it was like really good. But
Daniel says we need a crowdfund one for them gay ass 1988 Mustangs for Homer, so you can tell people you got an 88.
Yeah, those are gay.
Yeah, those fucking 80s Mustangs were ugly as shit.
Well, they were built during like a period of time where they're like, oh, we're having a gas shortage, so we need to like build cars in the future to be super efficient. And Mustang's like, got it, and fucking came out with that bullshit.
Yeah, the fucking, what do they call them? Fox bodies?
Buck Adams says, my cousin has the car from Joe Dirt movie. It has some haircut too? He has the same haircut too. He watches NASCAR and Jerry Springer in his single wide. Jesus Christ. Yeah, if you're living in a single wide trailer and driving something like that, like, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, right. Hatchback Mustang?
How you doing, Matt? You're getting kind of quiet.
I'm just driving.
Scaring me, bruh. Where did Night Strike and Foods go? They just split. Those bastards. They can't even make it live.
They're really going to make sweet, sweet love with each other.
Oh, China Smith says he'll be right back. But that was 46 minutes ago, so maybe it wasn't when he left.
MSB says, make sure Matt knows that when he starts seeing federales, he missed the exit.
Yeah, if you start feeling like you're flying, you know, you're not driving anymore, but you're in a plane, that's when you need to pull over for a minute.
Did you hit Corpus already?
Yep, passing it right now.
Hello and goodbye, Corpus.
Hey, let's look on the map where he's at.
Damn, that 18-wheeler's driving slow.
Fuck yeah.
Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. You're doing the speed limit. Get the fuck out of my way.
Okay, here's Corpus Christi.
HBO
Right.
Matt says he's in Corpus now.
So you just passed Corpus Christi, which means you're on your way to Robstown,
Yep.
and then Driscoll, and then Bishop, and then Kingsville, Texas.
Haynesville.
And then you get yourself to Ricardo, then Riviera, then Sarita, then Armstrong.
Oh, you'll get to see. Yeah, you'll actually get to see the King Ranch.
You know, they know King Ranch, man. That's my ranch. I got the sticker to prove it.
Isn't that a massively huge ranch? King's Ranch?
Yep.
Biggest in
Of
America.
course, you won't see it for about another hour.
Only motherfucker who owns more land than me is Bill Gates.
Oh, this motherfucker got a Biden 2024 sticker on the back of his car.
Shoot
No,
his
fuck that.
tires. Shoot his tires.
Hop, hop. What's up, Ohio?
Not much. Just woke up a little bit ago.
Bless you.
Aren't you on East Coast time?
Yeah, I have a weird sleep schedule right now. I've been working on trying to become a lobbyist at a state level next year, and it's eating up a lot of my time anymore.
Daniel says, I didn't even know these stickers existed.
That's a King Ranch board right there.
Yeah.
That's my ranch, motherfucker. We got oil on that ranch there. That's why we can't sell it.
Yeah, oil.
Yankee got a triple wide. He drove up real estate investing, argues about guns with us. Does he live in a triple wide? I thought he had a house.
No, he's in a triple wide, yes.
Oh. I guess it's like Washington retired. You know what I mean? Like, just get a triple wide.
I mean, it's nice. He did a somewhat house tour when they first moved in there. It's pretty nice.
That means that gun safe door is bullshit because you can just like bust through the wall with a hammer.
Well, I think that's the garage that he put that vault room in, so it's more sturdy.
I guess. I don't know.
And plus, when he did it, that he made that wall there. He said he filled it with like rebar and whatnot to make it harder to cut through that wall.
Daniel says all the commies hope for a triple wide retirement. I don't know. My grandparents had a double wide that they lived in, but it was just the two of them. After like all the kids moved out and stuff, that's the place that they bought to retire in, off of like his like Teamster truck driving retirement pension. They used to get pensions back in the day. That was a big deal, dude. If you work at a place long enough to get a pension, back then it was like, cool, I'm set. I'll just work for 40 years driving this truck. 37 more years. God, that would suck. Although I've worked for places for a fucking decade and I don't get shit, so it's like, maybe if they showed people some loyalty, the people would show them some loyalty back, and like you'd have like better services and places would have more long-standing understanding of what the company is about and the culture of the company and things like that, and they would run better, potentially.
Yeah, it seems like these days a lot of companies just lost that fucking I don't know how you would say it, but lost the
human aspect,
drive to fucking keep their employees happy. It's more of a business where they don't give a shit about them; they just want to make money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, money's the only consideration. Like, if there's a law that allows them to do something, and they make more money by doing it, they will make the self-maximizing choice. They will always do the thing, in spite of the fact that while it may be legal, it's not very moral or whatever. Like an example of that to me is all of these investment companies that are buying up housing around the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people are like losing their houses because they can't pay the rent, and so they, it's like they got to sell it, otherwise they're going to go into default on their loan or whatever. So they sell it at a cheaper price, or they have to get out of the house because they got fucked financially, whatever. Right? Companies are buying them up at whatever price they're selling for, and they're competing with each other to buy them up and us, making the housing price across the United States way higher than it should be. Like, it used to be back in the day, like one farmer would like default to the bank, and so the bank would have auction, and all the other farmers would show up to the auction as well as the owner, and no one would bid on it, and he'd get the fucking land back for like $10 or something.
Yep, that was the good old days.
Well, now they've got investment banking companies that are like, oh, you know what we could do is just bid whatever we can bid to buy that, and then we'll own it, and then it'll make all of the that's how they fucking do it, dude. It fucks the people over. How many houses are empty, sitting right now in the United States? I wonder.
Probably a lot right now, yeah, especially since did they ever lift that shit where during COVID, they couldn't kick people out of their house for not paying their rent and shit because they needed a place to stay? Did they ever stop that?
Yeah, they totally did. Out? That was the eviction moratorium ended after like 6 months, or 6 months after the fucking pandemic ended, I should say.
Okay.
So locally, certain areas like Los Angeles and Denver and other places extended that for multiple months, or even to this day, I think in some areas. I don't know if you can evict anybody in New York City or not. I know my buddy who owns property and rents out property in Los Angeles had a problem with one of his tenants that as soon as he heard that they didn't have to pay rent, never paid it again, and it took him like 18 months to get him out. And at the price that apartment was, like, it was like a luxury upscale downtown apartment in Los Angeles for like $4,000 a month. Times 18 months, that's a fuck ton of money, dude.
Fuck yeah. And that's bullshit that they allowed people to do that, because that fucked over so many people who own rental properties. That's just wrong.
Yeah, and the reason that everybody's okay with it is because they assume like, oh, well, it's these big investment companies that own all these properties, so who cares if they get fucked? And the thing is, like, they won't get fucked because they're on the inside. So when push comes to shove, they'll get the government money fucking hand out to recover for their losses versus like you as a private guy who owns like 2 apartments and you live in one of them, get fucked out of the other one. Now you're paying double rent. Like, how hard is it for you to get your money back? Probably a lot harder, especially on like a dollar per dollar basis where you have to hire a lawyer to have him come in and do all the things to help you fucking get your shit taken care of.
Yeah.
Like, it makes a lot more sense to do that as a corporation where you got hundreds or, you know, however many properties, like multiple properties that you're renting out. Well, now that cost benefit analysis goes into
Really available nationwide. Become a serious
what the fuck was that?
That was my radio.
Am I boring you?
I thought someone jumped in the chat and could barely talk.
Daniel says, I don't know when you're going to see a 10 to 15% housing market correction. And it won't be a crash. Well, the thing is, like, they know that people fucking need a place to live. So when you own all of the places to live, you got people by the balls. I'm not so sure that these big companies are going to sell shit. Oh, you got passed by somebody?
Yeah, because where we're at, there's a lot of cops out here, so I slowed it down to 80. I'll let that dude take the ticket.
See, that's what you call a speeding buddy. You let him get about 200 yards ahead of you, and then you match his speed. So the cop's going to see him first by like a long shot. I don't know if that 10 to 15% housing market correction is going to be coming, though, to be honest.
Yeah, I foresee it getting a lot worse next year.
I mean, maybe.
I foresee everything's going to get real bad next year.
There are 3 different houses on my road right now for sale.
Not surprising.
The one was the one that got raided 2 months after they kicked my door and stole my gun. And it was valued at like $220,000. They're trying to sell it for $740,000.
Jesus Christ, that's ridiculous.
I know.
Yeah, maybe that's the thing. Like, because all of these the other thing that they did is increase like taxes on that shit. So companies maybe don't want to hold on to that many assets, but if they're making money off rent, they don't care. And if they're being charged more money by the government, they'll just charge you more money. Yeah,
Daniel says
the way we're getting
money
fucked.
laundering.
What is?
What we were talking about a while ago.
No, there's nothing we were talking about that's money laundering. Money laundering is like, hey, I'm making like tens of thousands of dollars over here at this business that I don't want the government to know because it's illegal or whatever, or I'm stealing it or something. And I'm going to take that money and put it into this business. Like, I'm going to sell diamonds, right? And then my diamond company is going to just all of a sudden 1 month get a fuck ton of sales. Booyah, now that's my money. You know, now I can spend it and not worry about the, you know, whoever coming after me.
Yeah. He says buying a house for 3 times what it's worth.
Oh, yeah, potentially. Like, if you sell it to yourself or you sell it to a relative or something and they pay you way more than it's worth, that can be a way to money launder. That's true.
The funny thing was when that place got raided, because it was the guy that they were renting their garage to that has a loft in it, he was actually busted for money laundering and drug charges.
Yeah, because he was selling drugs and he was making so much money that he had to launder the money, and that's when they come after you. You're just selling a little bit of drugs, like, and you get caught locally, that's one thing. But to have, like, the, you know, DEA or whoever after you, you got to be, like, making so much money that you got to get your dad involved or something, you know what I mean? Or, like, different bank accounts and doing weird shit, then they start looking at you.
Yeah. X Adam says, "What would not paying taxes for a year do to the U.S. economy?"
I don't know, man. If like every single person in the United States was just like, "Fuck it, we're not paying taxes anymore," I feel like they wouldn't know what to do. First of all, because like it's one thing when like someone doesn't pay taxes, you just go after them, right? 1,000 people don't pay taxes, you go after them. 10,000 people don't pay taxes, you go after them. 1,000,000 people don't pay taxes, you just go after them. But when everybody, like, you can't go after everybody. They don't have enough
No.
agents.
I'm not sure if anything would actually happen, but if it did, they would probably have to. I would assume, lower it, or they would probably go the opposite way though and raise the shit just to fuck with people even more.
I mean, we're living in a tyranny.
Oh God, yes, 100% in all fucking aspects of everything.
I don't know what you do about it at this point, because like it's beyond any kind of tyranny that our ancestors ever dealt with. Because the kind of tyranny that they dealt with was like, oh, there's an army of British soldiers and it's a clear enemy, and like we have to fight them and get rid of them, and like the fucking center of that power is an ocean away. But now it's like, who do you fight against? Where is that power centrally located? You don't know who to fight against. There's no like group of people that are wearing red coats marching around that if only you could defeat them, you'd win.
It would be nice if we could all band together and stop like paying taxes, so we could force them to lower taxes and change shit. But trying to get everybody to agree on one topic is impossible, or to agree to do something to change it for the better isn't going to happen.
And during the Revolutionary War, it wasn't even like everybody agreed.
Right?
Yeah, what,
There's
like
only
5%, 3% of the population, something like that, agreed. Now you need like 95%. I thought you were going to slow down.
Yeah, speed limit went up a little bit.
Is that same truck that passed you?
No.
Oh, he's getting over. Oh, you're a douche.
I'm trying to piss him off so he'll go faster.
Oh, he's upset right now. You can see it the way he's driving. He's looking at you like he's all over his fucking lane.
This is a rarity, Matt's not passing somebody.
He's just hanging out in his blind spot.
Yep, sure am. I'll piss him off and get him to speed up.
I said, goddamn. How far are you now?
Like 15 minutes further than the last time you asked.
Yeah, but like, what city are you at, I guess, is what I meant.
I don't fucking know.
You're this long stretch of reaching at 77. Are you taking 281 or 77?
77.
All right. Yep, you're in the middle of nowhere. You're near Armstrong. The city, 0 people. It's just a post office. How did they even call this a city? It's nothing but a post office. Post office box. I guess this is the city. Man, Texas is weird.
Residential.
You ever like go out to the hills or whatever outside of town and just go shooting somewhere, or is it all illegal because people fucking own it?
Yeah, everybody owns it.
That's like one cool thing about Colorado, is there's so much fucking public plan. It's like
I just successfully pissed off 2 people, and the speed limit just dropped to 60. And they're both going about 75. So,
all right, now follow them from 300 yards behind. Match their speed.
yep.
You're an instigator.
I am.
Oh, what's the sign say? What's the sign say?
Bishop.
Bishop. Yep, you're a bishop. I knew it. Oh, I thought you were an Armstrong. Never mind. What the fuck is bishop? Oh, okay, here you are, bishop.
I think I'm almost to Kingsville.
Yep, you're almost to Kingsville. Kingsville's next.
Yep.
All right, we found where you're at. So here's where Matt's at right now. Just past Bishop on his way to Kingsville. Still got that much more to go. This is roughly where he was when we started the chat. Don't you wish you could move as fast as you could on Google Maps?
Yep.
Oh, I want to be in Denver. Okay, here's Denver. Got it. Like, that took a fucking second. Jesus. That little blue dot's approximately where he started. So he's already drove that far.
It's a long fucking drive.
You experienced a portion of the curvature of the Earth. So total distance, if you could fly like a bird, would be over 1,000 miles, 1,041 miles. And that's if you could fly like a bird, which you can't. How cool would it be to have like a personal aircraft though? Like you have like a little fucking bush craft that could fly like 200 miles an hour and gets like 1,000-mile range or something.
Bjorn said Matt would be home if he took a plane. It's
Sure. I don't understand why you hate planes so much. I actually don't mind flying. It's the fucking airports that kind of suck. You don't mind flying either, do you, Corey? Or do you fucking hate it?
If I have to fly, maybe, but I don't know. I had bad experience flying and just, yeah, I don't fucking care for it. You ever seen The Rundown with The Rock and Sean William Scott?
Nope.
No. Well, they ended up, Rock ended up flying in like a shitty ass like little Cessna that had duct tape on the wing. Well, there's one time that I had to switch planes flying, and I was in a little plane like that. Yeah, no. I wasn't sure if we were going to make it or not. The whole fucking plane was just rattling and shaking the whole time. I was like, oh, fuck this shit.
I mean, the worst experience I've ever had is like fucking some pretty good turbulence, you know? Or like if you're not wearing your seatbelt, you're going to hit your head on the fucking ceiling.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
And you can see the wings like flexing outside the window.
Yeah.
But I wasn't like fucking, oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm just like, holy shit.
Although the takeoff and landing is, you know, kind of fun.
Oh yeah, when they first take off, that's the best.
Yep.
Raw Feeding says, Happy New Year's, boys. Happy New Year's, man. Name change? Yep, it is now Mad Mark. No longer
Happy
Honda.
New Year's,
Although if you call
everybody.
me Honda, I'll know who you're talking to. But... What do you think? Good name?
Yeah. What's that?
I was asking if he likes the name. Yeah, Matt not responding to anything has me concerned too.
Right. Matt, are you still with us?
I'm still here. I'm just driving, motherfucker.
Matt likes penis.
And
Well,
Don't you-
apparently he loves yours. I mean, he did, drive all the way from the Tana, Texas to Colorado for you.
Why do you think I'm saying that he likes penis?
Yeah. Only yours, apparently, yeah.
How cool would it be to have a Tesla right now that would just drive you? You just fucking fall asleep and put your hand on the wheel and it'll just take it for you?
fuck, that'd
But
be
would you
great.
would you trust that, though? Seriously.
No, I wouldn't. That's the thing. Especially not on a trip that long.
I've seen a couple videos of Teslas like crashing, but I've seen way more videos of Teslas like avoiding some crazy shit that you wouldn't think that it'd be able to do, but it just does it. So I
Are
don't
they
know.
still planning on turning a lot of the trucks into self-driving trucks?
I'm absolutely positive that they are. I don't know where they're at with that plan. But yeah, dude, why wouldn't they be? Think about how many
know they
people you could fire and fucking replace with a robot because the only thing that you're concerned about is money, right?
Yeah. Well, I know when they were talking about doing that with the 18-wheelers, they said that it would still have to have someone on board just in case.
Probably at first until the laws change, yeah.
Yeah.
Until the
But
technology.
I wouldn't personally trust that. It's just I don't think the technology is advanced enough to make sure that that's safe.
I don't know, man. It's getting there. It's pretty fucking close.
I think it would be kind of interesting to be in a Tesla and have it drive while I'm sitting there and alert and whatever, paying attention. But to actually fall asleep and trust that it'll get you there in one piece, yeah, that's like no.
I mean, there's a million videos of Teslas fucking avoiding accidents. Like, watch this. Yeah. That was the Tesla, not the driver.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it's getting there, dude. Sometimes, like, it'll mistake things. It'll see things incorrectly. But, it's like your brain and your eyes interpret things wrong, too, sometimes, It's the same kind of problem.
How long, how far into the future until you would trust something like that?
When it's using AI and radar at the same time, the thing is, like, the current technology, like, they just have to use 2 cameras and the, like, intelligence on the fucking thing. And the radar costs too much money to add on to it. To have both is what you really need, because then you can, like, sense something mechanically as well as visually, and the combination of the 2 things and letting it make the decision. Yeah, I'd fucking trust it.
But I know Elon did something, put some program or whatever in the Tesla cars in California when they're having the power, problems and everything, to where even if the power is on, the car won't charge. That's the scary part, that they could shut you down at any point they want.
Yeah, they could also raise the price of gasoline until it's so much you're fucked. Raw Feeding says, I dig it, man. Sorry for the absence. Sometimes I just need to take a break. The Ray stuff was my cue for a break. LOL. Love you guys, though. Wait, you mean this?
Fuck happiness. Stay angry. So, I don't know what it is with motherfuckers thinking that you should be happy. Whoever said that you should be fucking happy?
Yeah. Jesus, man. I sent you a video in Discord message, Honda, that I thought would go along with that clip you just played.
I mean, there may never be a clip quite like the clip I just played ever
I
again.
don't know. That one I sent you was pretty.
I'm saying for me to like put that together and be, you know, maybe it's a little mean, just a little. Huh. Zen Arcade says Yankee is buying another EV. Donald says buying EVs makes China happy since they make the batteries. I mean, the way that they have to make like the things that they got to do to like get the fucking materials out of the ground to make those batteries is like, what's fucking worse? You know what I mean? Like burning a little bit of gasoline or like enslaving African children to go into a pit every day until they die and you just replace them with another one.
Yeah. I'd rather stick with. Plus, it's not feasible for everyone to go electric because that would take so much toll on our grid that it would just. Our grid would be gone.
Raw Feeding says, "Oh my God, you just have that ready to go." Yep. I mean, it's a fairly new edition.
Yeah. It's a little better than the other one. The other one was like, oh fuck. The call me.
Zen says the dude on the couch dissing Honda and Matt is a dude or a girl. I mean, we'll let you decide that one. I guess we let them decide now, right? That's the deal. Where did Matt go? Uh-oh. What would people do if power goes out and they have electric cars? Well, I mean, if the power goes out, you can't pump gas either. And then in that case, you've got the gas that you have in your car, or you've got the battery that's charged in your car, and no more.
Well, it also depends on what kind of power outage we're talking about. Are we talking about an EMP pulse or something like that? Because most vehicles after the 80s are fucked anyway.
Yep.
Well, I think he's just saying if the power goes out, like, I don't know, someone sabotages the fucking transformers.
Or substations or whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, there's, like, no power anywhere. I don't know. Do gas stations have generators? I don't think so. Not usually, anyway. Maybe they do.
I don't know. Did we lose Matt?
Yeah, he muted himself and turned off his camera. Maybe he's getting pulled over.
Whoops.
Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Daniel says, we literally have enough uranium on the planet to make nuclear electricity for 4 million years. I agree. That should be what we're doing until we figure out a way to like make, like, I don't know, something better that's not as dirty.
But to build a nuclear power plant is just ungodly expensive.
Yeah, that's true. They're not cheap to do. And like disposing of the waste is another problem that you have. So you got to mine it out of the ground while not giving your fucking miners cancer, like super cancer. You have to like store it in a way that doesn't fucking spill out into the environment, and then you have to take the fucking remnants after you're done using it and have it disposed in a way that isn't gonna fucking poison anybody either. You know.
Mm-hmm.
They need to stop building them on the coast where there's tidal waves and on fucking fault lines. That's kind of a thing.
Right.
I wonder how much damage.
If we
Good.
I was gonna say, if we had, like a shit hit the fan scenario, say someone dropped an EMP and our whole electric grid nationwide is gone, how long, or even like a catastrophe where a lot of people die, how long would it take before the nuclear plants, exploded? Because no one's maintaining them.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that without someone maintaining a nuclear plant actively, they tend to explode fairly quickly. Because you got to like regulate the pressures and the pumps and do stuff. And maybe there's some of them that have some like sort of autonomous fucking systems for that kind of thing. I bet they probably do. So in that case, who fucking knows? But yeah, without someone like shutting it down when it needs to be shut down and like, changing the water and doing the things, like those things blow up pretty quick.
How many do we have in the U.S.? Do you know?
We can look it up. I know they just
started
like
going off. It don't matter how many press you got or whatever, you're still fucked.
92.
Jesus.
Looks like they're mostly on the East Coast and Illinois.
Yeah, I think that one that shows right in Texas, kind of centralized, is not too far from me.
Man, you've got 2 in Texas. Colorado has none.
There's a couple here.
It's like Colorado, Nebraska, South North Dakota, Montana, Idaho, Wyoming, and Utah, New Mexico have none. So everywhere around me has none. That's kind of good, I guess.
Yeah.
If something bad like that happens anyway.
I'll tell you, the East Coast would be fucked.
Just be dirty. You get cancer at like 25. Hey, are you okay?
Yeah, I just gotta stop and report.
Okay, we weren't sure if you got pulled over or not. You went dark.
All right, let's look on the map. Where is he now? Last time we checked in with Matt, he was just outside of Kingsville. I would assume you're probably south of Kingsville now? Did you pass Kingsville? Yo, did you pass Kingsville, Matt?
Yeah, I'm already past there.
Okay.
Did you pass Ricardo?
Pass what?
Ricardo. It's like a little tiny town outside of Kingsville.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, you probably did. It's right outside Kingsville. Ooh,
Hey, Honda, did you see George Ghost's comment from that?
Matt is going to pass my road. Tell him to stop. I got some 45 GAP for him. Hey, Matt, you got to take a detour for 45 GAP.
Yeah. George Ghost has some 45 gap ammo for you.
Why would they? Why is there just a bunch of cars parked in the middle of nowhere? This makes no sense. It's a parking lot for nothing.
Oh,
it's probably
they just don't want you to know what it is.
No, what it is, they have quite a few of these throughout Texas. It's probably where people can park, and depending on what company they work for, they have like a big fucking van that'll come pick them up and take them to work.
Yeah, it looks like there's a gate right here. I don't know, maybe.
Is there anything east of that, down that road?
Not much. A bunch of these things, little oil things. Maybe that's what it is. They're digging for oil.
Probably.
Those are the oil workers.
Yep. In the oil field.
In the oil field. Oh no, these are fucking wind turbines over here.
That's a waste of fucking money.
Mm-hmm.
Huge fucking scam and waste of money.
So here you've got they're digging for oil, and right here they're digging for wind. Daniel says that's where the coyotes drop the illegals.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck? The fuck? Stop!
Oh shit!
There we go. I closed whatever it is. It's pretty close.
They just close them all.
Get your Uber Eats originals.
Video.
That's a cool picture. I don't care what the left says. You got 4 boys and they're all holding an AR-15. You're doing it right.
Hell yeah.
And people fucking hate Lauren Boebert for this shit. Thing is, if you look at these things, they're all 22s. They're not even AR-15s. They are like the M&P 15 Sports or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
MSP 1522.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
That's an awesome gun, by the way.
I've never shot one. I've got my 1022, and I'm like, good enough for me, you know?
Oh no, yeah, they're definitely nice guns. I shot one. My buddy's dad has one, and my son even shot it before, and he fucking loved it too. It's a fun little gun.
I mean, 22 rifles are all, like, semi-automatic 22 rifles are just fun. Like, that's what they're for, is fun. And maybe squirrels or rabbits or something like that if they're eating your garden.
Do they make a binary trigger for M&P 1522?
As long as it takes the AR-15 style trigger, then yeah. Like, if it's the same trigger that goes in an AR lower, then yes.
Definitely. I wasn't sure if the trigger system was the same as the 22.
1522 trigger. Yeah, it's just an AR-15 trigger. Trigger install. Yeah, dude, that's totally just a regular trigger. So you put whatever AR-15 trigger you want. Yeah, you can get binary. You get yourself a binary, man.
I wish they would come down on the fucking price of those triggers, man. They're too fucking expensive.
Dude, I got the Echo Sport. It's the Echo Sport 2. And it was on sale for like $125.
Oh, that's not bad at all. Shit.
Yeah.
Which one? You have both of them, right? Which one's better?
Well, I've got honestly, the original, the OG is better. I think, but it's not much different. Like, the mechanism itself is the same. Basically, anyway. It just made it cheaper, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Bjorn's asking help to spend his money.
Send it to madhonda.com. That's madhonda.com.
he got some money for Christmas and it's burning a hole in his pocket and he's trying to figure out what guns to buy. He said maybe y'all can help him spend his money.
Luciano, is that how you say that? Luciano says Yankee doesn't like Hickok because Hickok has millions more subs and is cooler. I think he doesn't like Hickok because Hickok doesn't do anything really positive for the Second Amendment. He just like.
Well, not only that, he's a fucking FUD. He's a shill, and he also behind closed doors is an asshole and thinks that we the people don't need guns, that only the elite should have them, or the trained, or police, or whatever, the government. He's actually talked about it several times because he's met Hickok in person at a SHOT Show, and just listening to him talk shit about, the Second Amendment and everything is why Yankee hates him.
I don't know, man. It is what it is, and people are going to do what they're going to do. I don't think that Hickok is bad for the Second Amendment, but I also see Yankee's point of like he's got a way bigger platform. He can reach way more people, and he doesn't promote anything that actually helps fight for gun rights or help individuals out who are dealing with gun rights problems or calls out new laws that are being fucking written or anything like that.
Well, that's just like Demolition Ranch.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
He doesn't do shit for the Second Amendment. He doesn't promote it, doesn't advocate for it, nothing. He just blows shit up and destroys guns.
Raw Feeding says, so summarize your last couple of months, big changes. Well, I have stopped smoking weed, so I had to change my name. I've not smoked weed in a while now. It's been a long while, right, Corey?
Yeah. Been over 100 days.
That's tough for someone to do after they smoked weed as long as I did, dude.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, that's awesome.
I still get the urge to now and again. You ever feel like drinking, Matt? You ever just want to be like, fuck it, and take a fucking drink?
Matt is on autopilot. It's only Zool.
There is no Matt.
What?
I was just asking you, like, still get urges to drink.
By the way, this is the King Ranch. That's what I'm driving through right now.
Yep.
I hate 18-wheelers in the fast lane. Like, fuck you.
Yeah, that's just. It's actually, I believe in Texas, they're not supposed to drive in the fast lane unless they're passing.
I don't know. Sometimes, like, they pass on the left, but it takes them, like, 7 miles to pass. It's like, you shouldn't have passed then,
Yeah, exactly. What really pisses me off is when you come up to a red light and there's an 18-wheeler in both fucking lanes and they take off so fucking slow. Oh, my God. George Ghost says, King Ranch, watch out for highway patrol.
Y'all go darn in the middle of King Ranch, man.
I've already seen 6 of them in about the last 5 miles.
Yeah. And sometimes they're sneaky motherfuckers. They like to hide.
What does this say? Got busted with conspiratus? What is that? And guns, so now a felon.
Concentrates?
Concentrates. Sorry, I'm retarded. Concentrates? Yeah, I mean, depending on where you live, and depending on who busts you, like if it's like Denver and it's the local cops, they don't care about that shit. If it's the feds, then yeah, they're gonna fuck you.
Highway patrol, their sole purpose is fucking just writing tickets. They're gotta make that money. It ain't about keeping anybody safe. It's just about them robbing the American people.
David has a very valid question. Why did Matt not fly out for his booty call? Cheaper than driving. Matt doesn't like planes.
Yeah. Plus, he's already stated several times he actually loves a good road trip.
By the end of it, dude, I'm like, I want to be there now. Like, fuck this shit.
I know, right?
All right, where's Matt now? Oh, you broke up real bad right there.
Yeah, losing signal.
I'm guessing. I don't know. You passed Kingsville. You passed Ricardo. Probably passed Riviera and Sarita by now. So I bet you're somewhere on your way to Armstrong, where I thought you were earlier.
All right, we're gonna get to see the checkpoint here in a minute.
Like a fucking checkpoint, like a border checkpoint.
Yep.
Okay, you got to keep it rolling through
goes the other way, so you'll see it.
Oh, we were gonna try to be like, he's got illegals in the trunk. Search him.
You only got to go through the checkpoint if you're going the other way.
Scott says, "Wow, I used to think you needed glasses, but now I just think you're unliterate. I just couldn't figure that fucking word out for some reason."
Did you see George Ghost comment? Didn't also FPS Russia have like one of his like cameramen or something mysteriously died or some shit?
Someone died at his house. I thought it was his producer.
Yeah.
Like someone got like, if I remember correctly, they were tied down to a chair and shot execution style in his house.
Jesus. He says he got busted for mailing himself weed concentrates, got 60 days in prison, and lost all his firearms. I thought it was something else that he got in trouble for.
Yeah, I'm not up to date on that, really, to be honest. Like, I watched an interview with him like a long time ago, but I don't remember what it was. That was a goddamn long time ago.
Yeah,
man, he was like early YouTube famous. You know what I mean? Like he was like the biggest fucking gun channel ever for a while.
Oh yeah.
Well, he did cooler shit than anybody else. Like some of the shit that he has online is still cooler than what anyone else is doing.
Yeah, I think Demolition Ranch took a lot of cues from FPS Russia. You know, he used to blow shit up, and now Matt, that's all he does is blow shit up, ruins fucking guns. It's like he bought one of the new Colt Pythons and just shot the motherfucker, destroyed it.
George says he talks about it a lot on his podcast. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even know he had a podcast, to be honest.
I didn't either.
Oh, is that the rest area there, or is that the checkpoint?
Oh, it's a rest area.
Matt, was that a rest area? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was the rest area.
All right, we got to search for rest area. Options. More. We don't have a rest area button?
I don't know.
Parking lots, maybe? Oh, yeah, that's all in the city. Not that.
You should be able to just go on the map just south of Kingsville and see the rest areas on the map.
By the way, we're
Yeah,
still
but what do they
on
look like?
King
They look
Ranch.
Oh, I know that fucking King Ranch is big as shit.
It takes like 45 minutes to drive across King Ranch.
Yep.
I don't know. I might be spending time futilely looking for a rest area. In fact, I know I am. Mark Cube said, "My wife asked me why I watch Yankee. I said I don't know. It made me think."
Well, even though we disagree on a lot of shit, like we said before, Yankee does a lot for, 2A, for animals, for the vets. So,
I just think he should have people on his show. He always does
well,
these shows by himself, and he's just like, "I'm the Yankee Marshal." Blah blah blah. And then he goes like, "Mark Q dropped in $2, says this and that, and I disagree because I'm the Yankee Marshal." Like that's his show, dude. You should have
he
people on
used
to
to
argue
have
with.
a panel on years ago where he would have people on.
I remember.
And I don't know why he stopped it. I don't think he's ever said why he stopped it. And he forgets to do the chats with Matt or G-Web.
Yeah, why did Yankee stop doing those big panel chats? Is it just because like Night Strike started showing up, and he's like, "God damn it, I'm done."
He does slap the Yank where he'll let someone come on to, but that he only does that every once in a while too.
But he's usually such a jerk to the person that comes on. It's like, who wants to come on to that?
Right?
Like, yeah, I want to get berated by some fucking West Virginia forest-dwelling triple-wide motherfucker. You know what I mean?
I think he's gotten to the point where he doesn't. I don't know if it's like competition or whatever, or he just wants to be the sole person talking and no one can disagree with him live on air.
Well, that's how you get very myopic in your thinking, though, isn't it? Now you can be like really, really, really wrong about something, and then just run down the road with the thing that you're wrong about because you don't have anyone there to be like, "Yo, bro, like you're not seeing this part or whatever," you know?
Yep.
And then when someone comes on and say, "Yo, bro, you're not seeing this part," you're just like, you talk over them, won't let them finish sentences, don't understand their point of view, never get down to it, ignore the evidence that they give you, and fucking move on with your life. You're gonna have myopic thinking. I mean, that's what got Yankees. What got me into this whole group in the first place, though, to be honest, because I was bored at home, like sitting in like I was sick for a week, and I wanted to watch something funny, and I found a bunch of old Yankee Marshal funny videos that he used to do about like werewolves and fucking Gary the Glock and all that shit. And it was funny, and so I
yeah, the Gary the Glock ones are great. Where he tried feeding Gary the Glock, what was it, peanut butter or something, and then Gary shot him in the leg. But yeah, as I was telling Matt earlier, I found Matt through Yankee. Years ago, I was looking up videos, trying to find reviews on guns that I wanted to buy, to see if it was a good gun or not. And I found Yankee, started watching him, and when Matt came on, that's when I found out him. And the same with you, I found you through Matt. So
we found each other, Corey.
Yes, we did.
Were you on my show first or Matt's show first?
Yours.
Yep. See, there you go. I find all the good ones, Matt. You don't. I found Duke first too. Who came on my show first?
Yeah, because it was like right after my mom passed, started letting me on the chats, and then you told Matt that he should let me on the panel. He's like, "All right, fuck it."
That's the checkpoint.
Because that's the checkpoint. Show us your papers.
Papers.
Give me some papers.
9 papers.
Well, the checkpoint has to be just going north, right?
Yes.
I'm trying to find one. Like, you gotta zoom way the fuck in to see what's going on, though, honestly. Honestly, who throws a shoe? Yeah, I don't know. Next sign you see, let me know where you're at though, Matt, so I can find you on the map.
I'll be in Sarita soon.
Well, yeah, see,
We're in
Calico
Sarita
Track,
or
yeah, that's,
Ravenville? I don't remember.
Is Sarita spelled Yturria? Because that's Utera. But if you're weird, it could be Sarita, depending on how you pronounce ST or YT. These letters usually aren't together. If you're almost at Raymondville, you're almost home, dude.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
What, like another hour and a half or so? 2 hours?
Nah, not even.
Bjorn said his girlfriend asked him why he watches the Lust Brothers.
And it made him think. All right, if you're almost at Raymondville, like let's say you're in that far outside of Raymondville, you got 41 minutes left, Matt. Another 47 miles.
Not bad at all. That last little bit feels like it takes fucking forever.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if it's 200 miles or 2,000 miles you're driving. That last like 50 miles is a bitch.
Yep.
Charles Bronson says Yankee Marshall's chats are ASMR because he clears his throat a billion times. I had to buy new headphones. I haven't noticed anything like you, dude. I don't know what it is about bodily noises that upset me, but they do. Gotta admit. Yeah, man. Jack says when Yankee got away from funny videos and panels, it became a one-sided conversation like a radio show.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing that I don't like about it. Like, come on, dude, you gotta have, like, I understand having like you doing like a solo chat, you know, like even having like a regular solo chat, but when every chat's a solo chat, it better be goddamn interesting, I guess. Doing 1,000 shows in 1,000 days was, you gotta run out of shit to talk about, don't you?
Do you think if he started up the panels again, you know, like we do, it would garnish him more viewers?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, because people love fucking watching people argue, you know, like especially like if like people are on different sides of the argument. Like everyone always seems to be with Yankee, you know.
Yeah.
Well, Tom F dropped in $10. Didn't say anything. I'm assuming he says, "Go, Matt. You're almost home. Keep driving."
That is the plan.
Dodge the ditch. Don't hit the guardrail.
Super chat.
Raw Feeding 101 dropped in $2. It says, "Pew or ammo purchases in 23, or is everyone good?"
Yeah, I still need to get more ammo because I'm nowhere near quote unquote good. But as far as new pew purchases, I mean, there's a few that I would like to add to fill that gap. Like I want a good 30-06 or 308, you know, for a hunting rifle. And I would like to get a 1022 if I can find one that's a reasonable price. But there's not really much I need to fill the voids that I have other than those two. I have pretty much every other basis covered. I just need ammo.
I gotta recover. I'll never financially recover from this Christmas. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I mean, I gotta fucking get back on track with spending less than I'm making instead of more, which like I have last month. I feel like.
Well, yeah, everybody does that for the holidays, though. You know, you over fucking spend, and then after the new year, you're like, fuck.
Yeah, let's see what kind of tax return I get this year, dude. 'Cause, I don't know, like for like the longest time, my ex would just fuck me on taxes and take both the kids, and then I'd end up like having to like pay like a couple $100. And then like last year and the year before, I actually got to claim one of my kids because I worked it out with her. Like, bitch, I've been fucking doing this side by side, 50-50 with you since the beginning. I pay for half of their shit. I get to fucking claim one. And she was finally like, fine, you know.
Yeah, that happened with my ex-wife and our son. There was a couple of years where I was able to claim him, but I had to give her a little bit of the money to claim him. So I told her that, you know, all I got was like this amount, so it made it like very small amount that I had to pay, or that I agreed to give her. When in actuality, I got a lot more. I just fucked her. Fuck that bitch.
Austin
I'm
says,
so glad I don't have to talk to her anymore.
yeah, exes can suck ass, that's for sure.
Yeah.
MSB says, MSB says, much better than NASCAR, even better than Smokey and the Bandit. Get home safe. I don't know, Matt. If you see a ramp, I think you should take it. You should jump the fucking your wife's car.
Oh, she would beat his ass. Because he's close enough that she could fucking drive his Suburban and come whoop his ass.
You see some Grand Theft Auto style jump you can take it. That's all I'm saying.
I wouldn't be surprised if his wife's in this chat right now just lurking.
Maybe. Maybe she is, maybe she's not.
Right. Dr. Pecker says, car pop? Car pop?
Yeah. Give us the King Ranch pop. I feel like they wouldn't notice. Maybe the cars around you would, but who's to say what car it came from?
All right. You stick your gun out the window and just shoot up in the air.
Aim at the power poles as you're driving by. See if you can hit them. Whatever that tower is there. Take down the radio tower. I feel like Matt's dying right now. Matt, are you dying right now?
What?
Are you doing okay, or are you dying right now?
Am I dying right now?
Yeah, are you like fucking super fucking tired? Are you being hypnotized by the road?
No, not really.
All you know, as soon as he gets home, he's probably going to settle in and just pass the fuck out.
No, you got to unpack all your baggage and stuff and wrap all the presents that you bought.
That's what I have kids for.
Well, you at least got to hide the presents.
Yeah.
Dude, those drumsticks that you got for your daughter will last forever, bro. Those carbon fiber ones will never fucking break.
Ah, that's cool.
And what's also funny is you can give that to her like it was her Christmas present. Like, here you go. And then she doesn't get it until, you know, she gets the real one. Austin says inside waistband options. I say pocket carry, dude. I don't like inside the waistband. I mean, if I was going to do inside the waistband, I'd stick to something small enough to where I wouldn't have to buy a whole new wardrobe because the pants have to be fucking, Glock 19 size bigger or whatever.
Yeah, I'd rather either pocket carry or outside the waistband.
Well, see, I do both. I carry my G21 on my hip, outside the waistband, but I also have an inside the waistband holster for my Glock 19.
Yeah, but then you got to buy breeches that are big enough.
Not really, no, not for me anyway. I have no issue with it.
Yeah, I prefer to prison carry myself, as what Steve points out.
Carrying your prison wallet. Easter that motherfucker.
Among says the only time we see Yankee shoot a gun is at a Home Depot bucket filled with sand. He rarely shoots. He just dabbles a bit.
Blabbers.
I never fucking shoot a gun on camera, barely either. It's just a pain in the
Well, he does a little more now that he's got that range that little range that he set up in his backyard.
If I had a backyard range, I'd probably do a lot more videos, though, to be honest.
Oh, hell yeah. I would shoot all the time. Well, not all the time because ammo is so damn expensive still, but I would shoot more than I do now.
Like, anytime I had to, throw something away that's big, I'd shoot the fuck out of it. Oh, the TV went out. Darn it.
Why? Fuck it. Why not, depending on what it is, what I shoot, I built a fire pit in my backyard yesterday. I got a lot of fucking debris, trees that fell down that I gotta burn, get rid of. But yeah, I've thought about making that pit bigger and go a little deeper so that way I could go out there and just shoot in the fucking dirt, shoot in a hole.
I miss when I was growing up, there was a big fucking horse ranch behind our house. We would take, my buddy had a little pump action 22, we had BB guns and shit like that. And we'd take them out to, parts of the horse ranch where there were no horses on it and set, hands up on the fence and set up targets and shoot birds and do all kinds of stuff, dude. It was fun. That's what we used to do.
Yeah.
You'd get ready in the morning, and you'd leave, summertime, you'd, leave the house, and we'd meet up with all of our guns and bicycles, and then we'd, ride our bicycles until you couldn't ride them anymore, and then hike off into the fucking horse ranch area, hopping fences and shit. And no one cared. No one called the police. Nothing bad happened. No one got their eye shot out.
I miss going to my aunt and uncle's house because they lived literally right on the Brazos River, outside of Bryan College Station area, and I grew up going out there and just shooting shit that floated in the fucking Brazos. And dude, I've seen just about everything you can think of that could possibly float down the damn river, from water heaters to refrigerators to cars to fucking coolers. I mean, just all kinds of random shit would float down there, and I'd use it as target practice.
That's why I like shooting 22. You can just shoot the fuck out of it, and who cares? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you start shooting all your 9mm and your fucking 223, it's fuck you, stop.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at some 22 ammo the other day, and even getting several thousand rounds of it isn't really that much right now. But still have, finding the money to fucking spend on ammo when you have to pay bills and shit is.
It's nice having an indoor range too to go to, but that costs money, and that kind of sucks.
I've never been to an indoor range before. I've always just shot outside.
Like when Matt was in town the first day, we went to the range. So that was $20 a person. You know what I mean? Like it's fucking not free.
Jesus. They got to make their money to stay open.
What's cool about that gun shop though is if you buy a gun from them or if you have a gun transferred through them, they let you use the range for free. So anytime you buy a new gun, you get to try it out right away. You know what I mean?
Well, that's cool.
I haven't always done it. Like when I bought my SKS, like I'm not trying it out right now. I got to clean the Cosmoline first, you know, like that kind of shit.
Yep. So I don't know if you answered that question earlier. Do you have any ammo or guns that you want to purchase in 23?
I'd like to get a dagger or something like. But it's not like I need a dagger. You know what I mean?
Right, it's just something you want. And like I said, you should try getting in touch with PSA and see if if you got one of those deals that they have going on right now, if they could just switch it out to all 15-round mags. I'm pretty sure they will.
I'd also like to get a Beretta 92 at some point. I don't have one.
Yeah, I still need to get one of those. Not that I need it, I just want one.
And it'd be cool to get at some point like a tricked out 1911, you know, like a real nice one.
Yeah, like a Wilson Combat or fucking Nighthawk. I think a Nighthawk would be fucking awesome, but
just something with not even as nice as a Nighthawk though for me. Just something with like, you know, all the bells and whistles, the skeletonized trigger, the fucking rail on the bottom, the fucking fiber optic sights, like all the things.
Yeah. I tell you, the 1911 I want is the Smith & Wesson E-Series. It's kind of stainless steel, or it is stainless steel, but I see it on Grab a Gun a lot, but man, that's a fucking sexy gun.
Uh-oh, Matt just lost. Matt's gone.
We lost signal.
Let's see if we get him back.
I would love to pick up a 1911 Bull Armory.
Yeah, those Bull Armories are fucking nice too.
I've talked to several people that have them now, and they said they are the easiest 1911 they've ever racked. Like it's like
I still want to get one of those basically. Rock Island Armory 10 mils.
Here, watch this again, dude. This is crazy. Human evolution generated by AI. So this is what AI thinks human evolution should be, right? Or what it is, or what it was. This shit gets weird. And then it just becomes part of the machine.
The fuck?
Yeah, I'm just gonna let that play in fucking repeat in the background because why not? Oh, Matt's back.
Matty Poo is back.
Mr. Diablo says, "Get the new High Point 10mm." Are they actually making a 10mm now?
Yeah, I heard that High Point was coming out with something new in 23. I just
their new go-to is threaded barrels and everything.
What's that? I can barely hear you.
I said their new go-to was threaded barrels and everything.
Fuck that. I know Travis P11 had a chat earlier where he was talking about all kinds of new guns that are supposed to come out in 2023.
Yeah, I called him out on Twitter about it. I was like, you guys need to actually just make a carbine that accepts Glock mags already and be done with it. It's like, get with the times.
No, what they need to do is actually come out with the fucking yeet cannon that they've been talking about coming out with for how many fucking years now and still haven't done it?
No, they did that already. They came out earlier this year.
No, not the fucking actual yeet cannon. They took the Gen 1 high point 9mm and just put yeet cannon on it. But not that one that they've been showing at SHOT Show and shit for a couple years now.
Well, I don't know. The only 10mm that you used to be able to get out of a high point was when you took a 40 and converted it. So if they're making like a factory-made 10mm, that's pretty cool. It's probably the cheapest 10mm that you can buy on the market.
Yeah, I know they have the 10. Don't they have the 10mm carbine? They just didn't have the 10mm pistol.
No, you could have a 10mm high point, but you had to like take the barrel and do something to it, and fucking take the magazine well and do something to it. It was a 40 that they turned into it. For Pete's sake, says it got weird at the beginning when the monkey has 3 arms. The fucking robot starts getting rid of its eyes and has like glowing orange things around it. You know?
Or like when the like here in a minute when the fucking soldier from back in the day looks like he has right here it starts transforming where he's got like a modern day ass, but he's got a third leg that's coming out of his stomach. That's fucking weird.
Well, it's AI, man. What AI does. And then the arm disappear, and like that fucking weird head shows up and turns into a hose, and now it's just part of the computer. Yep, that's all we are. I don't know, I just thought that was a fucking crazy video.
It is.
Real Glass says High Point just released a new 10mm. You can use the mags and the carbine. So I guess they did have a carbine that was 10mm? I didn't know that. That makes sense.
Yeah, I thought they did.
I know the fucking pistol, though, you had to convert.
Yeah, their carbines are 9, 45, and 10.
I wonder what the 10mm pistol costs. How many beans? How many Jinkos is that? Like 1.5?
I don't know.
For Pete's sake says, I missed it. Why the name change, Homer? Well, I've been talking about it for a while, and I've been trying to think of like a good name for the channel. Something that, you know, more accurately and aptly describes what we do here and what I talk about and the things that we talk about and shit like that. And Honda 420, like, we're not talking about video games, certainly not Street Fighter all the time. I don't 420 anymore. I don't own a Honda. I don't have a Honda motorcycle anymore. So none of those things really apply to me at this point. Yeah. I mean, I've been Honda for long enough. Like, if people still call me Honda, like, you can call me Honda. I'll see it. I know who you're talking to.
It's going to be real weird to call you Mark.
Yeah, that I feel the same way.
Sounds weird to hear you say Mark.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
It's like when I call my wife Veronica, and she's like, "Eh."
The link I just dropped in the back chat is a new 10mm from High Point.
10mm from High Point. No, I'm under 18.
Right.
JXP 10mm.
That looks weird as fuck.
It's a High Point.
I know, but still, it's got a rail on it and the threaded barrel.
Here, let's show the class.
Looks like a little dick coming out of the end of that 10 mil barrel.
You look like a little dick.
Not what you said in Tulsa.
Got the big energy. I don't know. It's not any uglier than any other high point, to be honest. And they did update the sight a little bit, and the fact that it has a threaded barrel is, I guess, cool. I don't really care. The cool thing about high points is it's a fixed barrel, so you can put a heavy ass fucking muzzle brake or whatever you want on the end of it, and it's not going to affect the fucking reliability of the gun whatsoever.
Right. And I know people give shit about high point all the time, but I have one, and I've had one for many years now, and it's never fucking felt to go bang.
Yeah, they do like to go bang.
And I've only cleaned it once.
Oh, you like a 10 millimeter? 10 millimeter, very good. Oh, you put a TLR1 Streamlight. Dude, that light costs more than the gun, I'm sure.
Right.
How much did they go for? Did you find out?
I think they go for like 2.25 beans.
Yeah, if it's much more than like a normal high point, which is like 150 beans, then fuck that.
Yeah, it should be about 200. Because if MSRP is like 2.25, then it's probably going to go for about 2 or less, maybe 180. Would you want to get one?
If I found one for cheap, sure. Actually, no, I don't really want a new caliber, to be honest. I already have, for handguns, I've already got 9, 357, 38, fucking 45, and technically 22.
I used to have the 45 caliber high point carbine, and I need to find me another one because I sold it a long time ago for a little more than what I actually bought for it. So, but I would like to get another one. Just have a carbine that shoots 45.
I used to have the 45 GHP and 45 ACP high point. I think it was actually heavy as fuck, but it worked. And if ever runs out of ammo, you just hit somebody with it, you know?
Yeah, right.
It's funny how top heavy they are, though, because like the handle, like the plastic lower, polymer lower, whatever it is, weighs almost nothing. And then it's got that big ass heavy fucking zinc slide on it.
Yeah, you can just take the fucking slide off and just, beat the shit out of somebody.
But with that 45, every time that slide would go, but like back and then back into battery, like, God, dude, you're not on site. You're not on target anymore. You got to reacquire.
No. Yeah, it is very clunky. But it works. It goes bang.
It does go bang. All right, what's this road you're passing right there? What was that road?
I don't fucking know. I'm in Raymondville.
Raymondville? Oh, you're only in Raymondville now?
Yeah. Dude, you know how long it takes to get across the King Ranch? And I'm going across the shortest part of the King Ranch. King Ranch is like the longest ranch in the country.
Do you see any cows?
No, you can't see them from the road.
So is the King Ranch, is that the real life version of Yellowstone?
Yes, if it was hot, there were no mountains.
And all the cowboys were Mexican.
Basically. Oh, wait, no, now I'm in Lyford.
Lyford,
Texas.
All right.
Texas.
Here we are. We're in Lyford, Texas. Let's see what's in Lyford. You can stop at if you need a break. Ooh, there's a Lyford Superette Truck Stop.
Jam Masters. What's Jam Masters?
Ooh, Parker Road. I used to live on Parker Road. Different Parker Road.
I would imagine.
Ooh, there's a fruit stand. Go to the Martinez fruit stand.
No.
Silver Dollar.
You can go drinking at the Silver Dollar.
That's a code word for a gay bar.
So you know all about it. Got it. You can go to Figueroa water well drilling. Ooh, there's a pottery place. Sebastian Pottery. Ooh, there's an armory. Rad Armory. Let's check this place out.
Matt can stop by the gun shop.
No, I'm going to fuck home.
Dude, they don't even have a website. That's a good ammo.
Look at all that ammo.
Oh, they do have a website. radarmory.com.
Yeah, we got some Fiocchi, some Remington ammo. Oh, it disappeared.
There we go. Oh, they got prices on everything. We can't go there. The fuck?
Sorry about your balls, bro.
The fuck was that? Are you having a fucking stroke? Look at all the hats you can get there. The match with the t-shirt you can buy with the hat. Match t-shirt with the hat with the t-shirt.
Well, that's pretty fancy for down here.
Right. Damn, I wish I had all that ammo right now. Like all of it.
Yeah, just give me that like left pallet. I'll take that. You can have the right one, Corey.
Sure. Thanks.
We got fucking grenade launchers. What is that?
That's essentially what it is.
Yeah.
That's what, 40 Mike?
It's probably like 39 Mike because it's for people. What does it say? 37 Mike is what it is.
Tear gas canisters and stuff like that, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, no, they're the kind that you can sell to civilians that are civilian legal. All the tear gas ones and regular ones are considered fucking explosives or whatever, even though they're not necessarily.
Yeah, it's fucking retarded.
You get your 37 millimeter though.
There's a lot of shotgun ammo.
Fiocchi. Got them 30-06 there, 165 grain. 20 gauge.
Later, loaded cheese. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's.
He said he's out.
Dude, that's just ammo. That's nice.
That's a lot of fucking ammo.
Is that enough?
Hell no.
What about
I
this?
bet that shit's expensive.
Is this enough?
No. You could have all the ammo in that fucking store and it still wouldn't be enough.
Probably enough for a while.
Negatory Ghost Rider.
For a while?
Nah.
How much ammo could you shoot a day? Like if you were just like, I have unlimited ammo and I could shoot it out of whatever gun I want.
Are the mags already loaded for you?
Sure, but you got to consider like at what point does your shoulder start hurting where it's no longer enjoyable and you're going to want to stop. Not like how much could you physically shoot a day, but how much would you shoot? Would you shoot if you could just shoot all day?
Shit, I would burn through thousands of rounds in one day. Because you can, you shoot from the hip depending on what you're shooting. Like 12 gauge, you can obviously shoot from the hip. Just shoot random shit. And
Like go through
Oh,
like
you're-
a case of ammo, like 1,000 rounds.
Yeah.
How many weeks of shooting would you have if you didn't re-up your ammo supply that you have right now at that rate?
Oh shit! Right now with all the ammo that I have, yeah, I'd burn through it real fucking quick because I don't have near as enough as I should. It's just been so damn expensive. Now it's coming down, but haven't had the money to buy extra ammo.
Calhoun says they have a quad minigun turret. It's like a couple hundred per second.
Where?
I didn't see it.
I
Or
didn't either.
maybe you just know that because you've been there.
He's talking about how much you could shoot in a day.
Oh,
if
well,
you had one of those,
yeah, then fucking tons and tons and tons of ammo, especially if it's already loaded and ready to go. Yeah.
I bet Daniel's got a shit ton of fucking ammo stocked up because he's got that fuck you money.
I could shoot 1,000 rounds a day, though. Pretty easy, I think. Well, not pretty easy, but pretty consistently, I would think.
Yeah, especially if we had unlimited supply of ammo. Yeah, I would shoot every day and burn through at least 1,000 or more.
What's your favorite type of shooting to do when you go out shooting? Like target shooting or like skeet shooting or
shooting steel plates.
Steel plates?
Yeah, those are fun.
I do like skeet shooting, though. Skeet shooting's pretty fun.
And that's one thing I do like about Hickok, even though I can't stand him or his channel anymore, but his setup that he has in his backyard would be fucking fun to shoot all the time.
It's like ping, 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 ting, 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 ping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally.
You just named an Asian baby.
Ping, ping, ling, ling.
Damn. But yeah, I also would have to live more out in the country where there's not a lot of people around. But I would love to get, every once in a while, like a little bit of that tannerite and just have some fun with it. Like blowing tree stumps out. I think that'd be fucking fun as hell.
Alexander's saying, okay, who the fuck is Mad Mark? I mean, the YouTuber formerly known as E Honda 420.
That's what you should have named your. That's what you should have named your channel.
Yep.
Or you should. What you should do is you should name your channel the YouTuber formerly known as E Honda 420, and then after about 6 months, just change it to a symbol that nobody can pronounce.
Yeah, like some acronym for that. TAKAEH4.
Some like fucking Skrillex fucking thing. Yeah.
Well, I'll get my name written in Sanskrit.
Fucking the Real Glass said he personally has put 12,000 rounds through a M240 Bravo in one day.
I mean, I've shot, I don't know.
That's a lot.
Like, because we usually do, like, shotgun first when we go to this one range, at least my buddies and I, that when we used to go shooting, all the fucking time. Which I don't anymore because ammo's goddamn expensive. But, I still go shooting sometimes. But we used to do shotgun first. We'd burn through, like, 200 rounds of shotgun between, like, 4 of us, so, like, 50 apiece. Man. And then you go to the pistol range and you burn through, like, 500 rounds between 4 of you, so, like, 125 apiece. And then you go to the rifle range and you burn through like 1,000 between 5 of you, so another, 250 apiece. So nearly 400 rounds, and that'd be a pretty goddamn good day of shooting.
Mm-hmm. It'd definitely be fun. Have y'all seen that video? I think it's starting to make its way around where it's a soldier shooting. I don't know if it's a SAW or 240 or whatever, but he's shooting in a prone position, and the grip handle breaks off,
and it's still fucking firing. And it
Oh,
goes through the entire belt.
I was shooting with Matt the other day, and the pistol brace came loose, and the gun punched him in the face.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You know, I thought it was funny, but he wasn't laughing.
I wouldn't be laughing either.
Yeah, because it was Honda Gunsmith. He doesn't know how to tighten a screw.
No, it just needs Loctite because those things came loose eventually. I put hundreds and hundreds of rounds through that thing, and it didn't have a problem until you picked it up. I'll say that. And we lost Matt. How much is Daniel paying for loading magazines a day? That's what I want to know. The fuck is that sound? Am I the one without internet?
No, I can hear you, Honda.
The fuck is going on here?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, go fuck
Sorry,
yourself.
I had to answer my phone. That's why I muted myself.
I had to answer a text, and anytime I click on anything else on my phone, you can't fucking hear me or anything.
It sounded like someone was swallowing milk. Like guzzling it.
I wouldn't know what that sounds like.
You never slurp up those milkers?
Not to the point that you're guzzling it.
If you're guzzling it, that's probably a bad thing. Daniel says, I'll start skilled guys out at 28 an hour. So starting out 20 hours seems right for a mag bitch. $20 an hour. There you heard it here. Daniel's hiring. I guess if he had the unlimited ammo deal. I don't know if he's really hiring. That's just a hypothetical.
Where is he at?
He's in bumfuck Texas.
I think he's around Amarillo, which I drove through at like. What time did I drive? I was getting close to Amarillo when you called me this morning. What was that, like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, something like that?
I woke up at 2:30 my time, so 3:30 your time, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I woke up and I'm like, Matt, and I freaking called you. I was worried. Where are you now? You passed the bat. See on the map here, it's like, oh, that should take 5, no time at all, but it's like 7 miles. Like, okay, yeah. Little fucking bits of fucking space are actually way bigger than they look on the map. Who would have thought? Did you pass a Walmart, a Target, a Home Depot, and a Bass Pro Shop yet?
Yep.
So you're through Harlingen?
Harlingen. No, I'm still in Harlingen. Takes a while to get through it.
Is that where Hank Hill lives?
No, that's Arlen.
But that's not a real town, though, right?
Arlen is based off of Garland, Texas. He just took the G. He took the G off the front and the D off the end, and came up with the name Arlen. Because that's where Mike Judge is from, is Garland, Texas.
Where's Garland at?
It's a suburb of Dallas.
Yeah, Garland's not too far from me. It's like maybe an hour and a half from me. It's east.
And they don't like all the Houston people because they're scary?
Houston's a fucking liberal shithole.
The first south I've been in Texas is Dallas. Like we met up with a dude in Allen, Texas, and then it did a motorcycle ride around Dallas. Then I rode my bike back up, and my fucking ass hurt so bad when I got back home. It's a long time to ride on a motorcycle, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's about a 10-hour ride.
I mean, it's doable. And you can do it in like one fucking sitting, but by the time you get to where you're going, you're like, you don't want to look at your motorcycle again for like a week, you know?
Well, if you had like a gold wing or something, it'd be a hell of a lot better.
Yeah, but that's true. I mean, I did it on a Ninja 500.
Yeah, no, that would suck.
Yeah, it kind of did suck. Which is like a backpack bungeed onto the back of the fucking bike. Let's go. I did it though, man. Fucking said I'd do it. I did it. That SV650 is not for sale. How dare you ask? Steel Cycles, man. That place was weird, huh, Matt? That motorcycle shop?
Yeah, that was fucking weird as shit.
They've got
Like, we're supposed to fucking be psychics and figure out which motorcycles are for sale.
They had like 1 million bikes, not literally, but they had so many fucking bikes inside of that place. And like 10 of them were for sale.
They probably had about 70 or 80 bikes in there.
Like inside, yeah.
Yeah.
Not to mention the like 200 they had like rotting away in the fucking parking lot. Highway 83, 69E. All right, so if you're in Harland, Texas, whatever the fuck it's called, Harlingen, dude, you're like 15 minutes away.
Yeah, Brownsville's not that far away.
I thought you were going to Victoria, Mexico.
Going where?
Victoria, Mexico.
Victoria, Mexico. Okay.
Yeah, it's in Matamoros.
Matamoros. Matamoros.
I don't know how do you say your fucking Mexican south of the border shit.
Matamoros. That's where they get the name Tacos Matamoros.
I've never had a taco Matamoros.
Yeah, you have. That's the original street taco. Y'all just fucking call them street tacos.
Yeah, well, again, I've never had a taco called a Matamoros.
No, you've had it. They just didn't call it a fucking Tacos Matamoros.
Tacos Matamoros. Es bueno. Mexican hamburger is a 4. Fuck you. At least you like the pizza, man. The fucking Bojo's, like, people either love it or they hate it.
Oh, Bojo's was fucking great. Bojo's and fucking the Blazing Bird, whatever the fuck that thing was. Those were fucking great.
And the breakfast burritos at Santiago's.
And the breakfast burritos, yep. Those were the 3 best things I had all week.
You're welcome. Glad I could show you at least some good food from Colorado. Only one of them was Mexican, though. We do have lots of good Mexican food in Colorado, though. I'll say that. Whether you
Not in my experience.
Not in the mountains, but in like the Denver area, there's a fucking million places to get Mexican food of any kind of variety, spice, whatever you can think of. All the way from like white people tacos to like tacos Matamoros. Probably somewhere. Here, let's look it up. Tacos Matamoros. Denver. Oh, there's a place called Tacos Matamoros. Like, yep. You can get them all over the place, apparently. Didn't even know.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry. I had to take a phone call.
Okay, we should have gone to Taco Palace on Broadway, apparently. We drove by there.
Did he try the Mexican hamburger?
You were there.
Yeah, I did.
Didn't you hear about it already?
Well, I stepped away and had to take a phone call.
Not just now. It's fine.
Well, I missed that first.
4. He gave it like a
that
4
first-
because he's a bitch because it's delicious. And he's like, man, I wouldn't have it again. It was okay, I guess.
Yeah, if I never have one again, I'll be fine.
I don't really care.
I do want to try that Bojo's pizza. That looks so.
Yeah, that shit was good. That shit was really good.
I should have got the 14-pound pizza just to be like, ha.
I think we could have done it.
14. Dude, we ate the 3-pound pizza and it was no problem. We would've-
Well, okay, I could have done twice that. I could have done twice that.
I mean, I could have got the 7-pound pizza and it probably would have been way too much. I was going to get the 5, but I'm like, dude, the 5's going to be too much. Let's just get the 3. And yeah, that was... we did eat that pretty easily.
Calhoun, I changed my name because, for one, I think it's kind of funny. Soulless Ginger Farms. It's funny. But I'm also thinking about doing shit on my own YouTube channel. Start to make videos and stuff. I'm still debating whether I'm going to do it or not. I was talking to Matt earlier before the live chat, and he actually helped me come up with the name.
Gary says, never enough needs to get tested. Hope it don't burn when he pees and no warts on his Johnson from his trip to the Rocky Mountains. Well, you'll find out soon enough, won't you? It usually shows up, what, like 60 days later?
Wait, I thought that was just normal.
So you didn't try the elk meatballs while you're there? Honda didn't feed you those? Like you did Angry?
Dude, that place has really good food, too. He just picked the one thing that, like, I don't know, it was the middle of the pandemic, too. Like, everything was closed down and no one was working, so people weren't going out. So there's probably that those elk meatballs were in the fridge a little too long before they cooked them, is my guess.
Probably.
But yeah, that place has it's like a fucking Irish pub. Like, pub food. Oh my god, so fucking good. And what I had was delicious, and I didn't get no fucking scurvy or whatever the fuck he got from that.
Yeah, you got me wanting to come up there and try some food, especially the Bojos and those burritos.
Don't do it, dude. Don't do it.
Why?
Because you'll get a bumpy dick.
Unless all you want is breakfast burritos, spicy chicken sandwiches, and pizza.
Well, there's a bunch of places that I didn't take you to that I also like. You know, like, but you don't like Japanese food, so we never went to Tokyo Joe's, which is my favorite place. And it's not even expensive. It's cheap Japanese food, which is the best part.
See, I would definitely try that. I love fucking food. My favorite is Mongolian food. We have in Fort Worth, there's a Genghis Grill that's really fucking good.
You reckon Mongolian barbecue?
I reckon a rock.
I reckon very much.
What's up, Brutus?
All right, children. I'm about to be home, so I got to unload my car and go fucking lay down.
Exactly what I said earlier, because I said Matt's about to say fuck you to everyone. I'm home. I'm going to bed.
Are you home?
I will be in about fucking 60 seconds. Yes.
All right. Then mission accomplished. I can't believe you haven't slept in over 24 hours. Fuck, dude, it's been longer than that.
Yeah, it's been what, like 30-something hours by now?
Yeah, in 2 minutes it will have been 30 hours.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Can you smell color now?
And taste sounds?
Can you see the music?
I can. It's beautiful. Delicious. It tastes like an angel's vagina.
Calhoun says, read my last chat. Tokyo Joe's is Tojo Fo short. Tojo Fo short. I don't know. All right, well, we're going to fucking end it here. I hope everybody enjoyed helping Matt get home on his last little bit of trip. I might do a
I'm
chat
glad you
later
made it safely,
just for the
brother.
fuck of it, like do an actual chat. But we were just trying to help Matt get home right now, so he didn't fall asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it worked.
Thank you everybody for contributing. We'll perhaps see you later tonight for a New Year's chat. We'll do like a countdown chat or something. Yep. So we'll see you then. Peace out, guys. Have a good night.
Later.
Later, you pink stickling bastards.